This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
This portion of Lee Pitts Live is brought to you by Hodges University, celebrating 25 years of educating Southwest Florida.
Welcome back, Southwest Florida. We're so thrilled to have here Sergeant Kulko. He's a part of the biking unit for the city of Cape Coral.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to welcome you to the show. I don't have your cup, but we'll get you a cup. What is the biking unit?
The bicycle unit is part of the Cape Coral Police Department. It's a part-time job we have in the department, and what we do is we go out and ensure that bicyclists and pedestrians are safe on the road.
By you being on a bicycle, what does that do in terms of your ability to relate to people better? You seem like you're closer to them. You're just not as intimidating, I guess.
Absolutely. If we feel more in touch with their needs and what happens when a pedestrian or a cyclist has issues on the roadway. Also, being officers in patrol and those things as well, we know how automobiles and motorcycles handle it with bicycles. So it's kind of fun. We're kind of all enjoying together now to be able to help with safety and know their feelings and their needs and wants along with the motorist's needs and wants.
Is the whole bicycle unit, is that new to the Cape Coral Police Department?
It's renewed, if that makes any sense. We had the program probably about 10 years ago, and we renewed the program this year, and it's working real well. Mm-hmm. So far, so good.
Talk about safety. You mentioned that slightly, bike safety.
We have a lot of things in the city that we try to emphasize with the pedestrians, cyclists, and the motorists. We just completed we had a high visibility enforcement grant that was awarded through the college down here in Florida that does research, and we did a lot of pedestrian bicycle safety awareness and teaching with the cyclists, pedestrians, and motorists, and it worked out real well. We talked to them about crosswalk safety, how to ride a bicycle safe in the city. Also, we talked about to the motorists on what their responsibilities are whenever they see a cyclist or a pedestrian, whether they're in the crosswalk or riding in the roadway.
I mean, this is really interesting to me because I actually ride a bicycle. I don't ride as much as I should, but I used to basically get up every morning and get in some miles and the helmet and the whole bit. And I always felt like in certain places that these cars just do not respect me on that road.
Right.
In the city of Cape Coral, are there a lot of biking paths?
We have a lot of biking paths. There's currently 90 miles of bike routes. They're not all pathed, but a lot of them that are pathed are highly trafficked through with cyclists. Our big issues in that area with the bike paths is it's great to have cyclists and walkers and everybody using them, but with that as well, they have to share them as well. If you're a pedestrian on a bike path, the walker has to yield to the cyclist. If you're a cyclist on a sidewalk, the cyclist has to yield to the pedestrian. Everyone kind of has to work together. Of course, the motorists shouldn't be in the bike path, whether it's parking or driving in the lane.
Why don't you hold that brochure there, just we'll pick up that camera sees it.
This is one of the brochures we have, and we pass these out. We pass these out whenever we make a stop. It has highlighted all the pedestrian laws that we emphasize and all the bicycle laws. If you need one of these copies of these, they're either available at the Cape Coral Police Department, or we have them available at all the local bike shops in the city of Cape Coral.
Excellent. Now, how has the motorist been receptive to the learning process? Do they seem to care about people riding their bicycle when you talk to them?
Absolutely. They seem to care a lot, and a lot of people just don't know the rules, and don't know that really it's the cyclist road to share with the car as well as it is the car's ability to share with the cyclists on the road. So it's kind of a joint venture in regards to safety.
And how many people who do what you do with the Cape Coral Police Department?
We have about 25 certified officers that do bicycle patrol, and we also have another 40 officers that are certified, in addition to the 25 that are certified to do pedestrian and bicycle enforcement in the city. They've all been trained and gone through special training in regards to bicycle laws and pedestrian laws.
How do you feel now in terms of the future, in terms of biking in the city of Cape Coral and pedestrians along with the people driving cars? Do you see a bright future there in terms of safety?
Absolutely, I do. We've the city's applied for a special acknowledgement recognition through the bicycle safety program and safe streets and all this, and we're going to hopefully become a bicycle friendly community, acknowledged. And we are a bicycle-friendly community. We're just trying to make it more friendly and safe for those that are out and about.
That's great because people are moving now and people really like to get out on their bikes.
Oh, absolutely.
I know when I was in Europe, of course, you've seen that, how all these people just riding bikes, and it's like a normal part of living lifestyle where people ride their bicycles to work and less cars on the street and the whole bit.
Oh, absolutely.
You talked about some of the training. Elaborate that a bit on your training.
When officers go become bicycle qualified, they go through a 40-hour course, and on how to ride a bicycle. Not just how to ride a bicycle as we know how to ride them as kids, but how to ride a bicycle as a police officer and an enforcement. So it entails the officer being able to ride up and down stairs, being able to stop the bike quickly in an emergency situation, go over and around obstacles, maneuver at slow speeds, and they throughout the week, the officers ride about 100 plus miles on the road and group riding and on bike paths and not on bike paths. And also what it does is helps the officers to be able to understand what the normal commuter goes through, the normal pleasure cyclist goes through on the road, whether they're riding on a bike path or a sidewalk or just a regular street that doesn't have either one. So they kind of can be familiar with the issues and problems that are associated with it.
I mean, this is just so interesting to listen to some of this, Sergeant Kulko. What are some other things coming up?
Coming up, we've applied for the grant again. We'll have, hopefully by the fall, we'll have some more enforcement coming out. But what we're doing now is school's coming up. So we're going to be out at the schools when school starts and talking to the children about the importance of wearing a helmet and how important it is. If you're 16 or below and ride a bicycle in the state of Florida, you're required to wear a helmet.
Really?
Yes, everyone, no matter what it is. And of course, if you ride at night, you're supposed to be illuminated. We have to have a light in the front and a light in the back, a red light in the back and a white light in the front. What we're encouraging for bicycle safety, it's not required by the law, but it's kind of a helpful tool for the cyclist, is they have their lights on all day. Whether they're riding at noon or riding at midnight, have lights on your bike, front and back. It does make you a lot more visible, a lot safer on the roadway as you're riding. And people, it seems to be real receptive to that, and we're trying to help make everything safe for everyone in the city.
All right, well, keep up the good work. We're glad that you can come on Leap Is Live, and hopefully we'll get you back in the future.
Anytime you need me, just give me a call.
All right, stay right there. For those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Officer Kulko and all the fine people here at the Cape Coral Police Department who are doing it. When we come back, we'll find out about the Omega Health Forum that's coming up right here on Leap It Live. Stay with us.